Hi all, today in this video we are going to discuss about derived quantities. In our previous video we discussed about fundamental quantities and the quantity which cannot be expressed in terms of other physical quantity is known as a fundamental quantity. Then what do you mean by a derived quantity? Yes, the quantity which can be expressed in terms of other physical quantities are known as derived quantities. So, these quantities like area, volume, density, speed, velocity, acceleration, momentum, force, work or energy, power, pressure, frequency, these quantities can be expressed based on these fundamental quantities. We have already seen 7 such fundamental quantities, and these quantity can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities. So, these quantities are known as derived quantities. So, after writing the general formula, we can arrive the SI unit. It will be easier for you. Okay. So, what do you mean by area? Yes, area. Whenever they are asking you to find out the area of a rectangular field in your math, so your area is length into breadth. Am I right? Length into breadth. So, what's the unit for calculating the length? It's meter into, again breadth. This is also meter. So, this will become square meter. Am I right? So, that SI unit for area is square meter. What about this volume? Yes, we all know volume have 3 dimensions, that is length into breadth into height. Length into breadth into height. So, each and everything can be measured in terms of meter. So, can I write like this with 3 m's? And if I make a product of these 3 m's, this will become cubic meter. Cubic meter, meter cube. Okay. So, here comes your density. How can we define density? What is the formula for density? It's mass by volume. Density means mass divided by volume. So, what is the unit for calculating mass? It's kg. And for volume, as we already know, is meter cube. Okay. If you want, you can write like this. Otherwise, in other terms, you can write like kilogram. If you take this denominator to the numerator side, m power 3 will become m power minus 3. Then, coming to this speed and velocity. The formula for calculating speed and velocity is distance by time. Distance by time. So, distance we can express in terms of meter, and time, the unit for SI unit for calculating time is seconds. If I want, I can write like this, meter per second. If I want to carry out this denominator to the numerator side, the unit will become ms power minus 1. So, this is the unit for speed and velocity. If you see all these quantities, density, if you take density as an example, this mass and volume, this mass is a fundamental quantity. Volume is also a derived quantity which came out from the fundamental quantity length. So, these are all derived quantities. If we derive the quantity from any other fundamental quantity, that quantity will be termed as a derived quantity. So, the formula for coming to the next one, the formula for calculating acceleration is change in velocity by time. As you all know, its acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So, acceleration, how can I write the formula? Change in velocity by time. Change in velocity by time. So, what's the unit for calculating velocity? ms power minus 1. So, I have to write ms power minus 1 divided by, for time I can write s. If I want to carry this denominator to the numerator side, it will become ms power minus 2. So that is the SI unit for calculating acceleration. Discuss about this quantities in our next video. Thank you.